Have you ever come across some plugins that after trying them out, you wonder how the developer gave them out for free? That was exactly how I felt when I came across these 4 free interesting plugins that I believe you're going to like. So if this sounds like something you're interested to check out, sit tight as we dive in. The first plugin on this list is Canister 33 and it is by Rebel Audio. Canister 33 is a dynamic distortion that is combined to a spectrum processor. This is the type of plugin that you can use to create all this abstract kind of texture to your material. If you want to turn your mix into something novel, this is a good one you can use. You can try it on bassline, you can try it on anything. Let me quickly demonstrate it and after I will show you how I use it. Alright, what you just heard is just me tweaking and manipulating this distortion modes it came with. As you can see on the interface, it has this intensity knob which when you increase it, it increases the intensity of the distortion that you are applying. Then this is a very important knob because with this mix knob, when you've gotten the right sound you're looking for, you can now blend the dry, which is the original sample, with the effect that is coming out of this plugin. But this is not what I use this plugin for. I use it a little bit differently from what it's designed for. And that is one reason I included it in this list that I'm sharing with you guys today. I actually use this to enhance certain frequency that is on the key of the project I am working on. So let me quickly show you what I do. Let's say I have this piano loop and the snare drum. I want to make sure that the snare drum hits on the right key. This is where this plugin comes in handy. So what I will do is I will assign the snare drum to the plugin. I'll put it on channel 1. As you can see, this is the snare. I'm using ROD snares, okay? Channel 1. And on that channel, I will insert this plugin. And after that, the project I am working on, all I need to do is to play and swipe through the frequencies to find the one that matches with the key of the project. So let me show you quickly. And as you heard, it is on key. It is perfect the way it is. So let's say it's not on key. What I will do is this. Then after that, I now blend both the dry and the processed together. So a little bit of that note, it will now make everything like sound glued together. It's a mixing trick that helps your drums and percussion sound on key. So let's have a final listen. have in mind it's something you do in a subtle way. It's just to push that frequency within the range that falls in the key of the project you're working on. And with this tool also, you can take off those ones that you don't like. This is just my own approach. It's not really designed for that, but I'm just sharing with you what I usually use it for. So that is it for Canister 33 by Rebel Audio. And that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And here we have Autopan Modulator, and it is by Synth. The Autopan Modulator is an effects processor designed to work around the stereo field of any given audio source. It can be programmed to make your tracks bounce from side to side of the audio field with several modulation options at your choice. If any way you want to keep it simple, it will allow you to do so manually. It's not too much to say that this effect has its own character and can impact some very cool vibes to your sound. But feel free to take some time to explore it and you'll see what it can do. The Autopan Modulator is fully automated and has the ability to store up to 32 presets. And unfortunately, this plugin is only available on Windows 32 VST. So guys, let's have a quick demo to hear this plugin in action. Alright guys, that is much you can take for Autopan Modulator, and I believe you had the sound demo. If you're interested to have this, I'll be leaving the link in the description, and that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And here we have Modern Apophis, and it is by Antares. Modern Apophis is a classic SSL G384 Compressor clone. So if you're looking for a free alternative to the SSL G384 Compressor, this is a plugin you should try. It adds excellent warmth to any material at all you throw it on, and it is very good for glue compressor, which can be used on drums and vocals. And when you're using it as a bus compressor, it is super transparent. Let's have a demo to hear it in action. Alright guys, I believe you heard the impact on both the piano loop and the drum loop. And as you can see on the interface, it has a ratio knob, a threshold, power button to turn it off and engage it, this display section to see the amount of compression that is coming in, the makeup gain, the attack knob, the recovery, the side chain, the mix knob right here, and this interesting feature which is if you want to compress the side information or you want to compress the mid information. Super interesting. But I noticed that some people are complaining about glitch or clicks or crackle happening with this plugin. When I installed it, I never experienced that. They said especially when you adjust the attack, when you use a short attack, you get that. But you heard me when I was tweaking the attack, I never had any crackle. But if you're using FL Studio, there is something you can do to get rid of that. All you need to do, if you're having this crackle issue, come over to this gear icon here, go to this section, come down to the settings, and head over to latency. On that, choose set in samples. Alright, for example, use 512 depending on the amount of RAM you have. As you can see, 512, right? Click on it. Let me take this back. Okay, then the next option is to go under troubleshooting, and under troubleshooting, come over to use fixed size buffers. Make sure to engage it and see if that crackle will stop. Alright, that is pretty much about this super interesting compressor plugin clone by Antares. And finally, you see it came with some factory presets that is good enough to, put you on the right path. Feel free to try it out and don't fail to share your thoughts, your findings, your opinion about this plugin in the comments. And that takes us to the next plugin on this list. And finally, we have Safe Equalizer by Sematic Audio. This is another super interesting one. Safe Equalizer is a semantic equalizer. It can load settings by typing descriptive words. The Safe plugins are a series of audio plugins which allows the users to provide timbre descriptions of the audio they are processing with them. The plugin then analyzes the audio and saves the data to the Safe server. This data is collected from all the users and analyzed to give a general synopsis of what types of sound a given descriptor is used for. And this plugin is available in Windows, 32 VST, 64 VST, macOS, VST, and Linux. So guys, let's have a listen to hear this plugin in action. And this is the section where you're gonna type what you want and you load. Let me try 1, and as you can see, it's not bringing anything, and I don't know why. Maybe during the installation process I made a mistake. But guys, feel free, research on this, install it, try it out, and share your findings. Maybe you could come up with a reason I couldn't find any presets on the server. So that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, throw in your comments, and if you're coming across my channel for the very first time and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. As always guys, stay creative, stay focused, and see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.